behind the door.
Sandy Rathman talks to two families about how the controversial church affected their lives.
Is it a group of Christians fanatical for Jesus or a destructive cult that controls the thoughts and lives of its members?
Sandy Rathman continues her week-long look behind the door.
Tonight we look at charges that the door controls its members by cutting them off from friends and family and everyone outside the church. You're going to meet two families, one that says it's been strengthened by the door, and another that says it's been ripped apart by a door-affiliated church called the Potter's House. Meet the Workman family, Mark and Neil and Dad Walter.
Used to be real close. We used to go every place together, do everything.
Used to. Doris and Walter Workman say they rarely see their son Neil anymore. Not since he joined the Potter's House Church in Flagstaff.
I heard that he publicly got up in church one night and disowned us before all the members in that church, and that he got quite an applause for doing that.
The Workmans are convinced Neil has been brainwashed by a cult, convinced to cut ties with everyone outside the church.
He tells me I'm in a lukewarm church and that I better get out and join his church or I'm doomed for hell. And I don't feel that way.
The Workman's older son, Mark, used to belong to the Potter's House. Mark recruited Neil, then quit the church. Now he's picketing, trying to get his younger brother out.
Right now, me and my brother are very far apart, and I cannot reach him for nothing.
Last month, the Workmans came to the Potter's House to see their son. They claim they were ordered off church property. Then there was a reunion. But the Workmans doubt they'll see Neil again.
We just love this kid so much, and I guess he'll never realize it. Maybe when both my husband and I are not here, then maybe someday he'll wake up, but right now he doesn't care. I mean, his church is his God right now.
Reluctantly, Neil agreed to talk to me about the charges against his church. He agreed to meet me at his home. When I arrived there, I found this note tacked to the door. I've talked this over with my wife, it says, and we've decided to decline any comment at this time. The Potter's House also declined comment, but the founder of the International Door Ministry did speak out.
Here's an example of a mother who's trying to dominate her son's life. He's free to do whatever he wants to do. We don't tell him what to do.
The Dominguez family tells a very different story. This Southern Arizona family says it's been brought together by Jesus and the door.
We used to get together at my house every Saturday and Sunday. And, and we were not a family. You know what we used to do, get drunk. They lost even their own families, their brothers-in-laws and sisters. I used to see this and I used to hate it.
Then slowly, Rose's family got saved and joined the door.
But I thought that I'd give it a shot. What did I have to lose? And I bowed my knee. I confessed the Lord as my Savior, as my Lord, as my Master. And instantly there was something that occurred within me.
An alcoholic for as long as he could remember, Juan says he quit drinking. Rose's brother Leonard says he got saved and quit using drugs. And that saved his marriage and probably his life. Without the door's help, I asked where he'd be today.
Well, it's hard to tell. Probably dead or in a hospital. When I deal with the people that I dealt right now, all my friends either dead or they're in a nut house.
A brother-in-law, Jesus Garcia, testified he couldn't read English until he got saved. Then suddenly, he could read the Bible.
I find love right here in this church.
The family scoffs at allegations of mind control. Another of Rose's brothers, Herman Gastelum, says he joined the door because the church wasn't controlling.
I didn't want it to be controlled by men anymore. I wanted to follow God and submit to God, and I was afraid of being manipulated.
Family members admit they wish all their relatives would come, but they deny the church condemns to hell those who don't.
You don't go to people like that. You go to people with the love of Jesus Christ, and that's how you're going to bring them to the Lord and to church too.
Tomorrow night we're going to take you to Flagstaff for a meeting of former door members there. Some say they were thrown out of that church simply for asking questions.
Talk to you tomorrow.